Hey everyone, Colby here with another Racial Legends video. Guys, today we are in Harry Skinback, Harry Skinback's account. We're gonna do an account tune-up on his account. Of course, he told me to look through his teams and try to improve them. Of course, his clan boss team needs an improvement, and also he needed some help with the dungeons. We're gonna check it out really quickly. I haven't seen his roster so far, so with the dungeons, he's like, yeah, okay, he does 20 ice golems, spider. Okay, he's stuck at spider 17. Dragon's Lair, he should be able to do Dragon's Lair. If he's doing ice golems, he should be doing dragon, Fireknight, and ice golems. Okay, Fireknight, he's also stuck at 18. It shouldn't be an issue depending on his champions. I haven't checked that out yet. Of course, Minotaur, I'm guessing he's doing 15. Yeah. His teams are Razin, of course. Very nice. He's got Razin, Duchess, Lily too. Okay, Sinesha, Steel Skull, Royal Guard, Jarek. Okay, he can use these two for the clan boss. It's with Steel Skull, he's got 3 there. Apothecary 4, and maybe Sepulture there for 5. But since she's not leveled up, we're gonna work with probably Duchess instead. Does he have anything in his vault that can be used for the clan boss? Okay, from his vault, I can't really see a good clan boss champion that's very specific. Maybe. Okay, so from his champions, I think I would have gone with something like Razin, Duchess, Jarek, Steel Skull 4, and maybe have Apothecary as a 5th. You can switch in there, maybe kill to get more poisons in, but yeah, it really depends. His kill seems to have good gear, good accuracy, so maybe yeah, he can put that in as well. Steel Skull, yeah, his Steel Skull needs some work. Full masteries on everyone. Okay, so let's try and tackle the spider first. So we're gonna try and do spider first. Let's look at his, oh, the cold heart with lifesteal gear. Oh, this hurts. Okay. Let's see what else he has. He's got Sinesha. Is he using her as a tank? I'm guessing, yeah, he's using her as a tank for spiders. So Sinesha is gonna be low health. Yeah, low health. Okay, Royal Guard in there to do the damage. When I'm doing a tune-up, I always check if the guy has something like a Paragon or a Renegade. It really helps with the rotations, but nothing here. Okay, so I really want to try something like a Duchess, Sinesha, Royal Guard, Cold Heart, Razin, these 5 for the spiders. Of course, Cold Heart is gonna be an issue here. I don't like her being with Giant Slayer. I want to change up her masteries. Does he have the free one? Yeah, he's got the free one. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, of course. I'm gonna quickly look at his Royal Guard is okay, like at 161 speed. Critical damage is good. Let's look at his Great Hall. Yeah, the Great Hall needs a good improvement. He should focus on accuracy here. This should be the next one. Avoid accuracy, maybe get some in the critical damage. But for a power of under 1 million, yeah, let's see if we can get Spider down first. So first up, guys, I changed up his team and I put in Apothecary in there with Duchess Lily 2, Royal Guard, Cold Heart, and Razin. I put in Duchess there in the leader spot. And this is the team that I'm using to actually beat down Spider. I've beaten 18, 19, and then 20 with this on auto. The trick here is to use Duchess as the tank, basically. Because of her tankiness, she's incredibly tanky with all the HP gear. And each time she does her A1, she gives a 10% shield on herself and the lowest HP ally. And not only that, she also has a revive. So in the case that my Cold Heart or Royal Guard die, then I would revive them and I could try and kill the spider. So she's the key here for this team. Of course, Cold Heart and Royal Guard are the damage. Razin is there for the defense down and weaken, but also the turn meter reduction. And Apothecary is there for just some heals and speed boosts. Overall, I really like this kind of team because it shows how strong Duchess is in this kind of stage of the game. So here Royal Guard does a lot of damage, of course, due to the defense down and weaken. And because he's strong affinity, that really helps. with his damage, but I tuned both Cold Heart and Royal Guard to have a lot of speed and a lot of critical rate and critical damage. And by doing so, they actually can kill down the spider. So now we see Duchess actually revives Cold Heart. And this is very key to this kind of setup because with Veil, she's able to hide the other characters and let all the focus be on her without her actually being the lowest HP. So I didn't have to use Sinesha as the tank here. Duchess worked perfectly fine, and I didn't need to change any of the gear on her. The gear that I changed was mostly on Razin, gave him more speed and accuracy so he could land his moves. Although he's weak affinity, over 200 accuracy is still needed for him to land his A2 and his A3, which are key in beating this kind of setup. So always when using Razin in Spider 20, you have that chance to get a weak hit. If you get a weak hit with his A2 or A3, it really becomes much harder to beat it. And you need to be a bit lucky with your other champions' spells. But here we see the spider is coming down. She's at like 2%. And she's almost down. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, so 2 minutes 29. The first time I tried it, it was 2 minutes 26. I was really happy about this kind of team because, you know, Cold Heart was key here. Changing the gear on Cold Heart, like Razin here with over 200 accuracy, being his banner being very important. Here, my Royal Guard, I removed the accuracy. I didn't change his masteries at all. I left them there with critical damage. But yeah, Cold Heart there. I even left her with Giant Slayer because I would then use her for the Fireknight's dungeon. And Giant Slayer helps more there than having just critical damage. So look at this Cold Heart now. 256 accuracy, critical rate at 65%. Critical damage at 200, speed, a lot of speed at over 200, but I needed that speed. I needed her to move as much as possible and do her spells as often as possible. So that was the Dragon 20 tune-ups. So next up we have the Fireknight. So guys, the Fireknight 20 was a bit easier than doing Spider 20 because as you can see, I just didn't need to change my teams at all. I just put in there his Steel Skull. Steel Skull really helps out because of his affinity there. He's not weak affinity, so he would be able to support my other team. So having their Apothecary with a 3 hitting A1, Razin with a 3 hitting A1, Duchess being so strong that you can use her everywhere. So of course I would use her in my team. And Cold Heart there, which is the weakest of my team. She's gonna die. And if she dies, I do have 1 revive from Duchess. I have 2 heals from Apothecary and from Steel Skull. So overall, I find it very easy for this team to beat the Fireknight. And as you can see, this is gonna take quite a while. It takes me about 6 minutes, I think, for this run to be completed. So I'm gonna skip right ahead to the boss and you'll see how this team does on the boss. So yeah, you see this is how this team handles the waves. It's very slow. The only damage here is basically Razin and Cold Heart, so it's very slow but it's effective, and it's a 100% team to win this kind of setup. So let's quickly skip to the boss. So now guys, we're almost at the boss. Yeah, round 3. We just came to the boss. Okay, so we basically need to take down that shield at 10 round shield. So you need 10 hits with your A1. We get them there with being Razin, Apothecary, and Steel Skull. Steel Skull has a 2 hitting A1, Razin a 3, Apothecary a 3. And yeah, we get a clutch A3 from Cold Heart there. So basically the boss is at 60%. Razin there goes in for his additional damage. The boss is at around 50%. He's gonna get his shield up, but the key here is having Cold Heart. And Cold Heart has her A2, which applies a heal reduction, which is very strong versus the Fireknight. So she didn't apply it here, but she should apply it on the next turn. You're gonna see once the boss hits, he's gonna heal up quite a bit. So let's see. Can we do? There we go. See, the boss actually healed up a bit, and we have to get him down. Everything does not land here because he had the shield up. When he has the shield up, you cannot land any debuffs or perimeter reduction, but now it's all, yeah, there we go. A3 clutch for the win. This was very key. Having a tanky team and a team that can consistently apply the debuffs once the shield is down is very important to get the Fireknight down. Overall, I found this kind of setup much easier to apply. So this was the Fireknight 20 team. Overall, I didn't need to change Steel Skull and Duchess's gear. And of course, Apothecary, I gave him a bit of speed and also critical rate, because critical rate helped him basically double his heals on my team. And Razin, Cold Heart had the gear Tuneup from before when I tuned them up for Spider 20. Hey everyone, thanks a lot for watching this account Tuneup. Of course, I actually had to edit everything up to under 10 minutes because it's more watchable this way. So I actually just showed the runs on Spider 20 and Fireknight 20. I did not show all the runs that I did before that, and this process took me about 3 to 4 hours. So as you can understand, account tune-ups can be long to go through all of your gear, to go through your masteries and everything in order to tune up your team in order to beat the dungeons that you need. Of course, I didn't go for the clan boss tune-up because I didn't have time for that. But yeah, in a future episode, I might go back into his account and do a clan boss tune-up. This was the dungeon tune-up, I would call, and that's the way he's gonna get Arbiter 20. He only had the Fireknight 20 and Spider 20 needed to beat in order to get Arbiter, and this tune-up was key to his success. So thanks a lot guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already. So if you like me to do an account tune-up for you, come over on Discord and give me a chat and tell me where you need help with your account. Thanks a lot guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.